This reflection is a consideration of President Joe Biden's spiritual life. It is a word of encouragement and hope for us as fellow Christians as we practice our Christian faith. It is no secret that Joe Biden is a Roman Catholic who practices his faith. His faith has upheld Joe during the difficult times when his wife and son died. Joe and his present wife go to worship every Sunday, and their faith sustains them every day. But President Biden is not a traditional Roman Catholic who might be considered rigid and holds some traditional Roman Catholic beliefs and practices. Mr. Biden is on record as being sympathetic with Pope Francis's prioritizing of the poor and of climate change. Dogma is not emphasized. His faith has provided him with solace, especially during the times of bereavement, when he lost his 2 children and a spouse. Mr. Biden's faith informs his judgments. It defines his approaches to how citizens should behave and the importance of moral and political priorities of his administration. He might be confronted by anti-Catholics who are fearful that he will impose Catholic practices on others. The president is flexible in considering controversial social issues. When he took a stand to support legislation on abortion and same-sex marriage, Mr. Biden is on record as being sympathetic with Pope Francis, who gives priorities to poor and the climate change. He is open to migration, as we are all original migrants to North America. Mr. Biden sees his leadership as president as a vocation and not as a profession. He sees the presidency that serves the people as a moral ministry. Pope Francis views the presidency as what he calls political love. That is, stewardship that builds on our common humanity and our shared dignity. Mr. Biden intends to recapture the soul of his nation. He intends to depolarize the factions, humanize the language, address the astonishing inequities that plague the land. He has nothing to do with the satisfaction of political vengeance. Mr. Biden is a seasoned and savvy operator. Mr. Biden wants to heal rather than further divide his country. He will need all the resources of his faith that have fed his life and his vocation for decades and prepared him for this moment. We can have great hope that President Biden's Christian faith will have a strong influence on his thinking and actions during the next 4 years.